Digital twins, does anyone have any best practices or tips and tricks they may want to share in getting these digital twins? I know, Kevin, you said you were using from a design review standpoint. Any tips and tricks maybe that would have helped in doing those design reviews?
I mean, the main thing that we were using it for was, kind of interdisciplinary checks. And, we did run into a few different issues with that, making sure that, we did have some schema problems up and back, but in relation to best practices, I mean, the main thing, one thing that is nice about the iTwin is once you get it, synchronized and get it pushed through the bridge, most of the data, the data is there, it's available, it's in that web format. We were able to, I mean, we would have 40 some people on these, bin management calls, and, being able to, we had this previous issue here, click on it, zoom to, and, it automatically takes you to that. And then you could see, okay, this version had it, and then this version, it's been fixed. So
sure. Okay.
In the aspect of best practices, I can't really think of any best practices per se, because a lot of what's been worked into the tool over the years, I think they've gotten to the point where, a lot of those workflow for design review things have been worked out. I don't know about Jared or Andrew, maybe they have different comments.
Thanks, Kevin.
Yes, I guess around the design review, certainly one of the aspects that we've focused on, and making sure that's I guess from a best practice point of view, it's a key aspect of the weekly design process. So we make sure that every area of the project is being reviewed on a weekly basis. We've established very early on review schedules with not only our internal teams, so internally between amongst a single discipline, so that intra-discipline or interdiscipline coordination, the intra-discipline coordination across all the disciplines, as well as with clients. So making sure that there's certainly a well-established set of reviews that's occurring to really make sure that. And I guess this is one of the things that we addressed was engineers and clients were typically used to in the past having drawings they could walk up to. So very early on, we were trying to address the idea of the discipline engineer walking around after hours looking at drawing boards, which is going back 30, 40 years what they wanted to do. So how could we provide that same level of access to the data? So we trained all of our engineering teams in the use of intelligent design reviews. So we didn't just have a BIM coordinator or a design review lead who did that. All the engineers were trained in how to access and use the model. And that was educated to them as being the primary and only way that they would get access to the design. There are no drawings. You won't be able to walk up and look at somebody's desk and find 50 general arrangement drawings for you to look over. If you want to see the model, if you want to see the design, go into the model. So that really took a mindset change, but it really drove that change process and really helped us roll out sort of these new data-centric ways of delivering projects.
I think another value proposition that's worth adding to that, Andrew, is the fact that the digital twin not only enables that, but you can extend it to the point of continuous loop, right, or closing out loops. So if someone finds an issue, for example, an engineer or a client finds an issue, they can post that issue back to the digital twin through issue resolution service, and then that gets fed directly back to our designers. They can retrieve issue resolution in the authoring tools and rectify it. So it closes the loop by again, a data-centric approach. The data's there, people can comment on it, and we can round-trip that data back to the authoring side of it and resolve any outstanding issues in a rather quick fashion, as opposed to your example, someone going collecting those 50 GAs and taking a highlighter and putting a date and a signature next to it and figuring out has someone close this issue off and going back to a model and then reproducing the drawing, etc., etc. So it certainly expedites the resolution and closes the loop on that data to help with quality checks.
Okay. Well, I was going to say probably maybe the final question we could have here is maybe everyone can go around and just give their final thoughts on maybe how they think digital twins are going to shape the future of the infrastructure world.
If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. If you want to see more such series, consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you, and see you next time.